Are you tired of slow sales and lackluster results for your clothing store? What if I told you there's a game-changing tool that can transform your business almost overnight? This secret weapon is for clothing stores owners looking to gain a competitive edge. In this video, I'll reveal who this is for, 2 tests that we have going on currently, where I'll share screen and walk you through my thoughts of actually what's working right now, and also how to set up an Advantage Plus campaign. All right, so number 4 is what is Advantage Plus? Make sure you do not skip over this part because it is extremely important as we cover through the rest of this video. There's no better place to get a definition and some insight from Meta itself. Let's hop over there so I can show you what they are saying and help you better understand what exactly is Advantage Plus, because I know it can be a little confusing inside of Ads Manager. Okay, so what does it say here? It says introducing Advantage Plus shopping campaigns. This is like an AI version of campaigns that are going on right now. And this is all quote unquote AI from Facebook, but just a faster way. So most people look at this as like if DCT or dynamic creative ads, which we'll jump into in a second, were given like the ability to take on a rocket. And so what does this do? It really jumps into like going faster and more effectively. Facebook Meta rather, getting the data in front of the right people at the right time. So what does it say here? Advantage Plus shopping campaigns help advertisers get smarter and faster on which campaigns are actually converting. It eliminates the manual steps of ad creation and automates up to 150 creative combinations at once. We'll talk about that here in a second. This helps advertisers move more quickly with their ads that are working while making the most of their advertising budget. So it's literally saying these are the ads that are working. It's going to get the data out there faster. It's going to move on and says this one doesn't work, move on to the next one. This one does work, cool, let's go find another one that works. And so what it'll do is it goes a heck of a lot faster. So this was released in August 2022, slow rollout. It's been doing A/B tests for a long period of time. You may have actually seen it where they've said, we're gonna give you $10,000 to test this out, and it absolutely did horrible. Well, in early 2023, when we're reviewing this right now, it has actually gotten a lot better. And we'll talk a little bit later about the actual data that we're getting from real campaigns from 2 different types of budgets and 2 different types of stores. All right, so number 3 is who is Advantage Plus actually for? So let's start with who it is not for first. I don't think Advantage Plus is for those who are spending less than $50 a day, right? So those who have a much smaller budget, the algorithm, as you already know, needs a lot of data to make better decisions for your business. So if you're just starting out or not spending a lot of money in the eyes of Facebook, right, it will likely not be the best route for you. That being said, it can't hurt you to try it out. So I know I'm kind of contradicting here, and I'm telling you best practices of who it's for and who it's not for. If you're very early on in your advertising, I wouldn't just be like, cool, I'm gonna go set up an Advantage Plus campaign and just hope that it works there. I would try something else like dynamic creative that we have plenty of other videos on as well. Who I think Advantage Plus is for though, are those who had some success with ads, who want to improve their overall ROAS, return on ad spend, in the uncertain times that we are in right now. The platform, as we mentioned, right, as it already mentioned over here, it can do up to 150 ad combinations. What I would suggest to use is the campaign for already winning post IDs that you found through your dynamic creative and your testing. Or, and I'm gonna show you an example of that here in a little bit later. If you have a budget of at least a couple $100s per day, Advantage Plus may be a very good route for you to test. The feature, like I said, is new as of fall of 2022, so over time it will likely get better and better. And even at the recording of this video, it may have learned so many different things that it actually does really well on a lower budget. So many people who are creating videos right now are saying it only works on a higher budget because that's what they do, is they spend higher budgets. And I'm not saying that we do not and that we're not suggesting that route, but I think like anything, you should always test it, because even if 10 days go by, that is a very fast time period in the eyes of technology. So take that with a grain of salt, and we will jump into actually how to create it and some examples of stuff, like I said, a little bit later. All right, before we do jump into the data and we do build an ad, I just wanted to say howdy. My name is Aaron. I'm one of the co-founders here at Bit Branding. We're an e-commerce growth agency that specializes in helping clothing stores grow. Make sure that you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because we drop new content every single week. All right, so number 2 is understanding the data, and I want to look at 2 newly launched campaigns from 2 different accounts with 2 different approaches and budgets, walk you through them. Let's go ahead and jump into Ads Manager and take a peek. All right, so we are inside an Advantage Plus campaign right now, as you can see, from Friday to Monday, so just a couple of days, and it's still learning right now. Very high notation here. What we did for this campaign though is we cut the budget and we had 1 ad set, And this is what's interesting about this Advantage Plus is it's an ad set budget optimization versus a CBO campaign budget. So this ad set is broad. And then we have 6 purchases total here. I believe we actually have a few more because we had some mobile app purchases as well. So we have a total purchase amount, I think 6 websites. Okay, so we have technically 11 total purchases here because we have mobile app purchases, as you can see here. So mobile website purchases, we had 6, mobile app set purchases, we had 5. So 11 total purchases. 57 cost per purchase for the website. Our actual website return is 1.26, and then our actual return between website and app is 1.8. Not horrible, spend $100 a day. And if we look at the campaigns, we only have 2 post IDs. Now, what I would suggest, one thing you can see here, is that we can do 150 different combinations here. You can do post IDs that are winning, but what we did here is we took ads that were already winning, and we took those post IDs, put them in here, added social proof, and then it sent it to the right people, or Facebook is sending it to the right people. But just from that period of time, it already has a frequency above 2. Doesn't mean anything. Our click-through rate is actually good. It's over 2%, which is pretty good. It's almost 3% on this one right here. The thing to note though is that I would probably say, okay, are any of these working or not working? Okay, so one of them is doing a heck of a lot better than the other one. This one is doing a 2.8, this one is doing a 0.73. So I'd probably need to get rid of this one right here and then add in a new creative to switch that out. And if that was working, then great. But this is the post IDs, it's since Friday, it's a $100 a day budget, so not crazy amount here. A couple of things, like I said, that I'm looking at is this reaching the right people? Am I getting purchases? Is it making a positive return? And then for us, really, if we get a 2.5, we're positive. This is just a test we have running on right now, so it's already doing pretty well. So that's the post ID one. And again, all of this data is fairly new. The campaigns are still learning, which is why I'm gonna probably give it a couple more days as far as where the purchases are coming from to give Facebook the time to really optimize, because I don't wanna take it out of there while it's still trying to figure it out. And $100 a day may not be enough for it. I don't know. $100 may be perfect for 2 ads. It may not be perfect for 3. So still trying to really figure out this this data. But what I can tell you right now is that this ad is getting a 2.8 on return, and this one right here is a 0.73. It doesn't have any mobile app purchases. So, and it's about even split on budget, which is also something to consider here as well. That's one campaign, and one way to look at it was we've taken winning ads from our DCT, our dynamic creative, and we've put them over here in these ads. Now, one other thing here as well is that these images and videos right here, right, they do have some products that are out of stock, and so that could be affecting the ads as well. It could be a lot better. Now I'm going to take you over to another campaign, and this one we replaced our dynamic creative ads and strictly did all of the creative that we had and just put it inside of this dynamic creative plus campaign. So mobile app purchases, we had 12, website purchases, we had 2. Facebook is still learning here what is working and not working. And I will tell you right now, this budget is $280 a day, so more. And also, one thing to take into consideration, we have lost the Facebook page to this brand. Actually, we got a different one for it. So it has a lot of data, it's still trying to understand it. So that could be a caveat with this as well. And we're trying to get that page back. But we got a return here. This one's got a 3, 2.5, 2.6, and it's doing decent. Some of them have not got too much spend. One of this has got 117 and then no purchases at all. So, right, I would probably like destroy this one, take this one out. I don't really like to use the word kill, but kill that one. This one right here has spent $235, only 0.67. This one spent $200 and made 3 times this money. I probably want to give more of it here. And so this may, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, these 6 may be too much or too little or whatever else, or maybe just fine, or may not have actually worked ever. And so once we get to this point right here where it's like, this is pretty dang close, like after today, we'll likely make a decision, turn these ads off, and then plug in some new ones here. But I'll take this 3.3 all day, especially with us, right? I think it's a 2 and we're profitable here. So we're more than profitable on 3 of these ads that are going on right now. Like I said, $280 day budget. Let's see, click-through rate is a 1.46. Some of them are close to a 2. A lot of click-through rate's pretty low, so I wanna look at the copy, I wanna look at the creative, the first 3 seconds if it's a video, and see what's going on here. But a little bit lower click-through rate. Frequency is about a 2, and again, some of them are a 1, so some of them are a little over the 2. Like this one right here, again, high frequency, lower click-through rate, spend a decent amount of money, no purchases. I'm gonna check the conversion rate for it, and it's like, if it's not working well, what's going on? And then I also like to look at performance here too. So something will tell me, yeah, below average. So these right here, conversion rates low, above average, average. So some of these ads are doing well, but all the quality rankings need to be looked at. It's the bottom 35%. And if they're not a good experience for somebody online, we need to make a change. So this is the 2 examples that we have for Advantage Plus. Next up though, I want to actually build one with you because this is really, really important. One other thing though about the data inside of Facebook is it isn't as reliable as you may think. It's why we take the info with a grain of salt and we use tools like Triple for every account we work on. If you want more details on Triple, check out the description down below. All right, so number 1 is the setup. Let's go over here and actually click and create a campaign. I'm gonna do this as if there was no post ID and this is just creating a brand new campaign. So go ahead and click create. This is for sales, for e-commerce. If you are not an e-commerce brand or Facebook doesn't see you as an e-commerce brand, you're probably not gonna have the Advantage Plus shopping campaigns because it's a shopping campaign for e-commerce brands. That's probably why you're watching this video. So go ahead and click on that, hit continue. Previously we did everything manual, and for DCT we probably still will as well. All right, so the pixel, make sure you choose the right pixel. Advantage campaign, label this however you'd like. I'm gonna do a spring test. You can do that however you'd like. We're going for website and app because we do have an app that we're using here. United States, daily budget. Again, this is ad set level. We want to spend whatever your daily budget would be. 7-day click, 1-day view, gives Facebook the most amount of data, and then we use tools like Triple to make actionable decisions that are real-time attribution settings. Go ahead and click next. It still does have a ton of bugs, so you might have to reload something every once in a while based off of that. So primary text, add media. Let's go ahead and add it. As you know, we always like to test based off of a concept, and we always like to test 3 to 4 pieces of creative, 2 primary text and 2 headlines when it comes to those options there. So let's go ahead and click here. So the primary destination, if you have an app, it will tell you like where do you want to send people. Well, we're going to send them to the website at this point. Shop now. Make sure to click the actual page. Cool. And then the ad name could be Spring Fling, whatever it would be. All right, and you can do a manual upload, you can do a catalog. Let's do this here. Add images. I'm just gonna choose some random images here. Make sure you choose the right cropping if you would like. It's not really the goal for this. Meta enhancements, because that's just better photography that they're gonna use. So there we go, primary text. Let's pull this off of, I pulled this from an ad earlier. So let's grab these from ChatGPT that we talked about in a previous video. All right, so that is it. Like I said, you can have 3 to 4 pieces of creative that we've had here, or like 3 different pieces of creative that are going on here, and then you would go back and actually duplicate. So go ahead and close out, and then go into the ad. So that's one ad, and then you just do quick duplicate, and then add in new pictures or videos that you would like here as well. Change out the headlines, the primary text, etc. And then you would have multiple here. Like I said, what I would want to do is make sure that you have, if you're gonna do $100 a day, 1 to 2, maybe 3 ads. It's something that we're testing right now. If you have a bigger budget, you could do more, right? So if you had like $300, $500, $1,000, maybe you could test about 10 different creatives here. And that would be my first route to test here. We will also talk about how you could grab a post ID. One other option though is to use an existing post. You would go ahead under here, under create ID and hit use existing post. I believe this ad has already been built, which is why I can't use that now, but we have used existing posts before. What you'll also see here at the top is see all of our preset settings. So right now the dynamic creative isn't an option for Advantage Plus. I'm sure that will come out in the future. It's optimized for conversions. We're going broad by age, gender, and location. Review everything, and then you would hit publish. Like I said, give it some time, 3 to 5, 7 days or so of running the ads until it gets a higher frequency, no purchases. If you have an app, make sure to check that as well. But this is, I believe, the future of running your campaigns, or a good combination of dynamic creative and Advantage Plus together, and that would make a really good combination to make a successful campaign. One other thing to mention though is that Meta, Facebook is pushing this really hard, so we may have skewed and better than average results as they try to push more people to adapt to Advantage Plus. So the data may start to level out. Who knows? Right now, like I said, they are pushing it extra hard. I want to share with you the secrets to growing a clothing store successfully online. With our free training, you will learn these 5 crucial pillars step by step. This is the exact strategy that we've used to help brands reach $1 million months. All you need to do is click the link down below to get access for free. If you're thinking Advantage Plus is great, but really need to find some winning ads first, then you need to make sure you're running dynamic creative ads. So make sure you go watch this video right here next on exactly how to do that. All right, y'all, have a great rest of your day, and we'll see you next time.